everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Carolyn, and in this video I'm going to be doing my makeup inventory, which means I'm going to be going through all of the categories of my makeup collection and telling you how many products I have in each category. So if that sounds interesting to you, then just keep on watching. So I like to do my makeup inventory every 6 months or so, just to kind of keep track of my collection. It allows me to see how much my collection has grown in certain categories, categories that I need to cut back on purchasing items from. And also because I like to watch makeup inventories, my dog Stella has joined us again. Whenever I sit down to film, she needs to be on my lap. And so yeah, anyway, I like to post videos, I like to film videos that I enjoy watching. So anyway, I hope that you enjoy this. I will put pictures up on the screen of all the different categories that I'm talking about. So I'm going to scoot over a little bit. I will also link below the previous inventory video, my playlist for my inventory videos, so that you can check those out if you're interested. But I will be comparing my numbers to what I had in, I think it was June when I posted my last one. So I'm just going to be comparing it to what I have now to those numbers. So anyway, that's enough rambling. I'm just going to go ahead and get started. So in June, I had 4 primers, and I currently have 1. And I finished one. I gave a couple away to my friend who was getting into makeup and didn't have any. And also, I was moving across the country, so I just wanted to get rid of as much as I could. So yeah, I gave her a couple primers. Foundations, I had 3, I still have 3, I think they're different. I still have the Wet n Wild. One of those foundations that I had previously in this category, I now have in my concealer category, and I bought the Burrito BB cream. So this category has stayed the same as far as numbers, but some things are kind of moved around. So concealers, I had 2, I now have 3, and that's because I added the Glamouflage Full Coverage Foundation into my concealer category, because that's how I use it, because I don't enjoy full coverage foundations. I don't like they always just turn out cakey on me. So I use that as a concealer, and it's been working out pretty well. Setting powders, I had 2, I still have 2, the same 2. But the Maybelline Fit Me powder, I use more as setting my eyeshadow, or my eyeshadow primer, because when I try to use it on my face, it's like, I tried it one time and I haven't tried it since, because it was just Cake City, and it was during a video. It was my Barbie, doing the Barbie core trend video, and it was kind of embarrassing. So yeah, I don't use it as a face setting powder. I just use it as an eyeshadow, as like a setting shade for my eye primer. I might explore some other face powders. I don't want to go crazy with buying face powders, but I would like a face powder that prevents, because I like the photo finish, the Wet n Wild photo finish, and I'll probably keep repurchasing that. I've used like 3 or 4 at this by now, maybe even more than that. I've been buying it for a long time. So I've used a lot of that, but halfway through the day, my skin is pretty oily. So I'd like to find something that doesn't look cakey, but keeps my oils at bay. So if you know of a powder like that, that is good for oily skin, but also doesn't look too cakey, definitely let me know in the comments, because I'm kind of on the hunt for that. For bronzers, I had 4, and I now have 1 cream and 3 powders. So I know I gave at least 1 to my friend, and I added the 2 bronzers from the Bailey Sarian Venice Fling palette with the State Cosmetics, because I've been using those as bronzers, and those two shades, I kind of mix them together, and I've been really liking those as bronzers actually. So I added those to my bronzers collection, and this is a category kind of where I just want to use up what I have before buying more bronzers. It doesn't feel like an out of control category for me. I just want to use up what I have before buying more, just to save money in that category. So to prevent me from buying more bronzers, my goal is to use up what I have. I will be buying a new cream bronzer once I use up the Makeup Revolution one that I have. And I might actually buy a couple cream bronzers because I want to get probably the NARS Laguna cream bronzer and one of the Rare Beauty bronzing sticks, the cream bronzing sticks. Because the Rare Beauty one, I definitely want to try the NARS Laguna one because people love that one. And the Rare Beauty ones have some shades that are kind of more of like contours, so I kind of like a cream contour and a cream bronzer. So I'll probably get 2 cream bronzers once I finish up what I have. But yeah, anyway, I'm fine with my bronzer category, but I do want to, use up what I have before buying new ones. So for blush, in June I had 7 cream and 15 powders for a total of 22, which is kind of a lot for me. My current blush inventory is 6 cream. One of those is a Franken blush, the one that's in the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer container. That's actually a blush that I made out of lipsticks, and someone asked me how I do that or if I could film it, but it's literally, I just take some out of the tube. Like it's usually lipsticks that have just that I've finished up mostly, but then I scooped out the remaining and put it in the cream in the pot and got my blow dryer out and set it to like a low setting. I keep it kind of far away from the blush so that I don't get blush splattering around. I learned that the hard way. So you want to keep it kind of a distance, and make sure you have the little focus nozzle, the little nozzle that comes with blow dryers, and just kind of hit it with the blow dryer for a couple minutes. It melts it down, and so that's how I make my cream blushes out of lipsticks. But anyway, so I'm definitely not buying any more cream blushes until I finish up what I have. And then powder blushes, I used to have 15 and now I have 13, but I did add the two eyeshadows in the Venice Fling Bailey Sarian palette. I added 2 of those into my blush category because again, they work well as blushes for me, so I don't really want to buy another blush in like a similar color to either one of those because I want to save some money in that category as well and not purchase blushes that are similar to those colors in there until I use those up, which could take years. It takes a long time for blushes to get used up, so I don't foresee myself. So sorry, I'm kind of getting ahead of myself, but I have currently, so previously I had a total of 22 blushes, and that was 7 cream and 15 powder. I currently have 19 total if you include the 2 shadows from the Venice Fling palette, or 17 total if you don't include those. And I don't foresee myself buying any new blush unless it's like a special packaging, like my 2 Alice in Wonderland blushes, because I do kind of like to collect certain makeup with a special packaging, or just what I consider collectors makeup. So I will allow myself to buy those blushes if they are like an IP collab or some sort of collab blushes. But other than that, I won't be buying new blushes until I get through some of what I have, at least. So moving on to highlighters. So last year I had 7, I currently have 5, and I think that's just because I decluttered 2 to my friend. But highlighters is another category that I don't foresee myself buying more of anytime soon, because I also have been using eyeshadows as highlighters when there's a highlighting option in the palette. I got the idea from Betty Jean when I was watching her highlighter declutter. She was talking about how she uses eyeshadows as highlighters a lot, and I was like, that's a good idea. There are a lot of eyeshadows that work as really pretty highlighters. So I was thinking I wanted to get the Kaleidos highlighters, the special ones, like the space ones. What are they called? I don't know, but they're like all special duochrome shifty highlighters, and I was planning on getting those at some point, but I think I'm not going to, because there's so many eyeshadows I have that gives that same effect. So anyway, all that to say, I don't plan on buying highlighters unless it's, again, like special packaging, collab, like IP or creator collab that I feel like is some sort of collector's makeup item that I would be bummed if I didn't get it. So moving on to the lip category, lip liners. I had 3, I have 2 now. I think I gave one to my friend. I actually have been getting more into lip lining, or I've been getting more into lining my lips with liner before putting on lipstick. So I do actually want to expand my lip liner collection so that I have lip liners for darker lipsticks and just more variety in lip liners. So that is a category I'm okay with growing. Lip balms. Last year I had 4. I currently have 4. I did use one up, but then I found another one or something. I found it in my nightstand or something. So this is a category that I just want to use up what I have. I have the right amount to where I can have like one on my makeup vanity, one in my purse, one on my nightstand, that kind of thing. So I like to have about 3 or 4 lip balms, but I can just use up what I have and be good. So yeah, so 4 lip balms. I think if I use up 2, I'll probably get another one, because I like to have at least 3, but I don't want more than 4. So lipsticks, or liquid lipsticks, I had 3. I currently have 6. I think because a friend gave me one, the NYX one, and then I got the Halloween, the Odin's Eye and Angelic Neat Fist Halloween collection. So I got lip products from that. So definitely want to use these up before I get more liquid lipsticks. Actually, all of my lip product, or the rest of my lip products, I don't want to get any more until I get my numbers down a little bit, use up what I have. So yeah, so my liquid lipsticks doubled. Regular lipsticks, I had 12 and I currently have 11. I think I used one up. I know I decluttered a couple, but then I also got new lip products in. But regardless, I have 11. So that category went down 1. Lip gloss, I had 5. Now I have 15. So that tripled. So I definitely need to use up some lip glosses. My friend gave me a few, like all the NYX lip oils my friend gave me. And then I got the Halloween ones, and I think so she gave me the lip oils, the NYX lip oils, and I bought the NYX butter glosses. So anyway, my lip gloss category has really expanded, and I definitely want to use up some lip glosses before I get more, but there's a lot that I want to try. So I'm pretty motivated to get some lip glosses used up because I really want to try some new ones. Like I really want to try the Lunar Beauty lip oils. Oh, and I include lip oils in my lip gloss category because they are similar enough for me. I kind of use them the same way. So anyway, definitely need to decrease my lip gloss category. Okay, so now moving on to eye products. So eyeshadow primers. I had 6, which is a lot for me. I currently have 5. I did give my friend one, and I have 5, so I definitely want to use up the Milani one, and I do have that NYX concealer in that category because that's how I use it. Because it was way too yellow as a concealer for me, so I use it as an eyeshadow primer, mostly for when I do halo eyes. But yeah, I would like to finish those 2 up and not repurchase those. But the other 3, the Ulta, the NYX white base, and the NYX glitter glue, I will purchase those when I run out of those because I use those. I like to have those 3 on hand. So eyeliners, I have 2. They're the same ones, I think. Or I just repurchased those 2, the Milani After Dark, or the Milani Stay Put and After Dark, and the the Maybelline Hyper Easy liquid eyeliner. I just like to have a black liquid liner and then a black eyeliner for my upper waterline, tight line, whatever you call it. I would like to at some point get colored eyeliners for the waterline, but I'm not really in a rush to do that. But at some point I probably will start getting colored eyeliners, but for now I just have the 2 and I'm good with that. Eyebrows, I have 2 products and they were both sent to me from Deb, and I would like to just get those used up and I want to buy at some point just a clear brow gel or brow wax. I'm not really sure which one to get, like which specific one I want to get. I think I might get one from Benefit or ABH, or I've heard the Ulta one is good. So I don't know which one I'll get, but at some point, once I finish up the brow products that I currently have, I want to just have a clear brow wax and just use my eyeshadow for like filling in my brows, because that works pretty well for me. So mascaras, I have 2, the same 2. I like to finish my mascaras up completely before getting a new one. I know you're supposed to like toss them every 3 to 6 months, but I don't really follow that rule. But I'm not saying that you should use expired mascara, but I've been doing it for a long time and I haven't had issues. So anyway, I would like to get those used up before I buy a new mascara. I don't really need more than 2. I layer the 2, but yeah, I'm okay having like up to 3 maybe, but I do want to finish up what I have currently before I get any more because they're working well for me. So single potted eyeshadows, I just have the 3 ColourPop Super Shocks. I do want to finish those up, but I'm not going to buy any more single potted eyeshadows. I don't think ever again, but I don't know what future Carolyn will want. But as of right now, I don't think I'm going to buy those again, just because I prefer the using what I have in my palettes. I do find that the Ritz shade, I have Ritz and Ice Dream, the 2 kind of whitish ones, those come in handy a lot. The other one I just got because it was Tinkerbell, which the Tinkerbell has already worn off, so kind of annoying, but that is one I want to finish. Anyway, I just the Ritz and the Ice Stream come in handy somewhat frequently, but I could do a similar thing with eyeshadows and palettes. So yeah, I'm not gonna get those again. So eyeshadow palettes, I don't have pictures of my eyeshadow palettes because I have kind of a lot, and I didn't want to like take pictures of all my eyeshadow palettes. But if you are interested in seeing my eyeshadow palette collection, I did have my eyeshadow palette declutter, and then my eyeshadow palette ranking, which was the video right before this, has like all the new palettes that I brought in since my declutter. So yeah, I can link those two videos below as well, my last eyeshadow palette declutter and my ranking video, if you're curious about my eyeshadow palette collection. But anyway, I had 52 palettes last in June, and I currently have 50, but I did declutter quite a few to my friend, and then I also got new ones in after I moved. And Chris from the Bedazzled Buddhist on YouTube, she sent me some melt palettes right before I moved, and which I was really excited about. But anyway, when it comes to eyeshadow palettes, I do feel like I have a lot, and it kind of feels like I can't use all the eyeshadow palettes that I have that I want to get use out of, because I have quite a few that I really enjoy. So, but I'm still okay with buying more palettes because I do collect them, and I don't really want to stop doing that because I enjoy it, and I am pretty picky about the palettes that I buy. And the majority of the palettes that I buy, I do plan on keeping somewhat indefinitely, I guess, unless they grow mold or something, which I'm really hoping that doesn't happen, and I'm taking a lot of measures to prevent that from happening. But if it does happen, I will have to throw them out, but hopefully it doesn't happen. But anyway, I don't mind having eyeshadow palettes that I don't really use, that I got just for the packaging, because it's fun for me. And like I'm thinking like the ColourPop IP collabs and different creator collabs, just palettes that I don't want to get rid of ever. So those are the main types of palettes that I buy, and I'm good with that. And so I just kind of want to maintain that and not go overboard with palette purchasing, and be really mindful about which palettes I buy. But I've been doing that so far, so I'm, for the most part, so I'm just gonna kind of maintain that. And so yeah, I'm not going to put like give myself restrictions when it comes to getting eyeshadow palettes, but I'm probably gonna do a video about like makeup beauty purchasing goals for next year, or for this year, like what I want to spend money on instead of eyeshadow palettes, because the majority of my spending money, pretty much all of my spending money, goes to eyeshadow palettes. And there are some other things in my life in beauty categories that I would like to put more money towards other than eyeshadow palettes. So I don't know, we'll see, because I do really like buying eyeshadow palettes. So anyway, that was a lot of rambling, and I'm losing my voice, so I'm just going to wrap this up now. That was my current makeup inventory. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!